Greetings and salutations. So, when it comes back to it, you know how, like, say, sometimes there's always been the idea to, market a film. And, yeah, like, say, like, there have always been films that have gotten toys, video games, tie-ins, like, they can say, hey, this is how we're gonna sell the film. Anyway.
When you want a Diet Coke, you want a Diet Coke.
Diet Coke, Diet Coke, Diet Coke. I need my Diet Coke.
After all, there's just one.
I need my fucking Diet Coke.
One film that you really wouldn't expect to have a lot of, merchandise to it? Waterworld. Yes, I understand, say some people go, say, well, it's not that bad. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest and say, yes, the film was, wasn't successful at all. But, looking back, it's not terrible. And, there's even, one thing, if you have gone to California, there was even a stunt show based around it at Universal.
Did I see anybody get leave before the party was over? You're dead! Get in the yard! Get that girl!
But we're not really talking about that. We're talking about... Did you know that Waterworld had its own toy line? Yeah, it did. And I'll bet you are probably thinking, well, this makes sense. Isn't that the folks that, produced them was the toy company Kenner. And if that name sounds familiar, they were the folks that would make a lot of the toys for Star Wars.
The Rancor monster's hungry again. Let's feed him. Don't do it.
Luke Skywalker, Gamorrean Guard, new Rancor Monster and Rancor Keeper action figures, each sold separately.
You'll regret this. Wait till he gets his claws into a Jedi Knight. Whoa, son, Jaws, this is my only chance. He's wounded. We better get in there. You'll never get out alive, Gamorrean Guard.
New Rancor Monster, action figures, each sold separately, from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Around that time, they would make a lot of these Star Wars action figures and all that. And, so, yeah. There were some Kenner, figures that were released for the Waterworld. So one thing, the toy line consists of a large playset, based around the Mariner's Tremarian, and it doesn't action figures based on figures from the film. And of each figure, it came with a weapon and an accompanying mutant sea creature. And if you're free, say, well, how many were there? Well, they had a Wave Ripper toy, a Power Bow Mariner action figure, a Hydra Stinger Mariner action figure, an Atoll Enforcer, a Thunder Ski toy, it was a jet ski action figure, and a Deacon action figure, and a Nord action figure. There was also the playset, which was the, the big, set sequence in the film. And looking back at these look very detailed. They look pretty good. You can see how, you can see how these characters are based around, its subject matter. And all that. And yeah, you're probably thinking, would this have really helped the film? Perhaps it would. When I was a kid, I had, watched, if I say, oh, there was, some Star Wars action figures for Star Wars Episode 1. I mean, I still wanted to see the film as a child, and all that. I even had, another example would be I had the Harry Potter, the original, the Sorcerer's Stones Lego set, which had the castle, and, I wanted to see the film at the time. So, yeah, when I look back at it, I have a feeling that, a lot of kids probably thought, hey, maybe I want to see this movie, Mom and Dad, or something like that.
That made a hole.
And yeah, like looking back at it, the film isn't that bad. It's entertaining. And yeah, like I always think that like the idea of having merchandise for a film will usually help it, and at the same time it will also be a little bit more extra cheddar at the end of it as well. And I bet you didn't know that there's one little like merchandise that probably you're not expecting. It's a water world on the Virtual Boy.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't what I expected.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you're just going around shooting stuff.
You know, I feel bad. We gave that big introduction, and now.
So, it has that going for it as well. But yeah, like, did you ever have the opportunity to get any of these toys, or did you just like see them in stores and thought, huh, that's cool, like when they were out there? But sometimes they don't always lead to a film success, though. See ya!